said empathy is always gonna be black folks' downfall. Well,
it's the truth, though.
It is.
It's the truth.
That's your problem. Too much empathy.
That's a problem. Too much empathy. And this ain't just this. This goes for any sentient being. Too much empathy ain't a good thing. Again, you'll hear me say empathy on a lot of scales is really sympathetic distraction. People become empathetic and overinvested and overinvolved in this stuff because they ain't got enough going on. Basically, it becomes a Karen syndrome. You almost get into a point of self-righteousness to where your empathy basically makes you a dictator, a narcissistic asshole. Having too much empathy, having too much energy for anything ain't a good thing. You should sit your punk ass down to be still. But I digress. So, the week ahead. WEAK. The week ahead. 2025, the year of control, the year of guidance, the year of trickery. What's today, the 25th? 25 days in, being shown a lot of shit. 25 days in, you're already seeing where people are easily led astray, where people are easily controlled and easily tricked. And that dirty word I keep telling you about, need. Need is coming to the table. People have this innate need to be heard, this innate need to be right, this need to have whatever, fill in the blank. It's got some people out here acting real motherfucking. So, the week ahead. Instead of breaking it down day by day, I'll just give you a quick synopsis of what the next 7 days, by my perspective. By my perspective and my experience, what's going to potentially be happening over the next 7 days. So I did one last week from 120 to 126, which is tomorrow. This one will be from 127 to 22. I did post it and I did tag it here on tickety riggedy diggity dot. So 127, 2025. Potentially enslaved to what's guiding you. Overinvested. Listen to everything I was saying at the beginning. People gonna have empathy problems because, for one, everybody want to fit in. My issue with everybody wanting to fit in is if you don't know the fuck you are, where are you fitting in at? And if you don't really know who you trying to fit in with, is it safe? So, one, potential. That magician, potential. 27, in my number system, it is the king of waters. It is what's ruling over my emotions. What's ruling over your emotions already got you stuck. Whatever can make me emotional can already trigger me. Whatever is ruling over me, you already been mastered. The figure on that card, if it comes up, I can't make this shit up. I was just going to say the figure on that card, if it comes up, the 27, and there it is on the bottom after you just watch me shuffle, it's the Leviathan. I was having a metaphysical conversation with my fragments the other night, and it was like, holy shit, I keep talking about Ophiuchus and the snake, and I keep telling you that the snake is knowledge. The Leviathan, if you did deeper research, and you probably won't be able to find most of it, some of it you'd have to, I guess, say basically come into your own versions of awareness. That snake, the Leviathan, is knowledge. And even when I had this channeling session for these cards way back in 2018, before I even got kind of like deeper into hyper awareness, that's what he told me. The problem with the Leviathan and why the Leviathan is demonized in most modern religion systems is because that motherfucker knew too much. If you are the witness to what got you enslaved, we've seen that in a lot of movies. The motherfucker who knew what was really going on, sometimes they need to take him out of the picture so that who's really in control is safe. So in my workings, the Leviathan, which I wasn't aware of now, but I'm telling you from the past couple of nights, that Leviathan energy is that snake. I keep telling you, Ophiuchus is representative of a man wrestling with knowledge. And what I've been telling you is knowledge already won. This world is a knowledge-based event. Knowledge gives you experience. If experience is the only thing that keeps this show running, knowledge is always employed. So that snake, even though it is in subduction, is functioning like God. Take that for what it's worth. So, 127. Potentially you enslaved to what's guiding you. And again, like I said in there, it's over investing. If you keep investing in what you think you know, yet it has not shown you what you want to see or what you potentially need to see, but you keep going, that shit's all on you. That shit's all on you. It is no different than when you in a relationship and somebody say, hey man, here's everything you need to know about that person. Them motherfuckers ain't dealing with you fairly, and you now have solid proof, not just hearsay, but you keep going anyway. You keep going anyway, even though you now know that what I've invested in has already presented a danger and I'm now aware of it. If I keep investing in what has already presented a danger and I now am aware of it, it's all on me. All on you. So 127, potentially you enslaved to what's guiding you because you keep investing in, even though it already shown you too much. You ain't gonna do it, keep on taking losses. See, I told you 27, the Leviathan was the king of waters. This is the genie, the Djinn. This is the king of air. What's ruling over your thoughts? If you are emotionally invested in something that's harming you and you cannot disengage, your thoughts don't matter. You're not able to think. Shit, I had that in class today. I was in a weapons training class today, and basically, like he was saying, the instructor was basically telling us that when you're dealing with somebody who is in danger, they're not thinking, they're just performing. Hi, planet Earth. A lot of y'all aren't thinking, you're just performing. You're droning along, doing what you think you're supposed to do, or just trying to do what everybody else is doing, hoping you're going to be safe. You won't be safe. You ain't going to do it, keep taking losses. Why? Because you are already bound to the experience. A lot of y'all like to tell yourselves that y'all the main character energy when y'all really just NPCs. Y'all are let your life tell you tale. Let me not do that to you. A lot of y'all need a reassessment. 127 on what's that, Monday? Yeah, Monday. Monday might show you where people are just out here taking losses, but they're gonna keep calling them gains. Because here's the trick. When you keep taking a succession of losses, but you've already been bought and sold off into an ideology that I have to lose in order to win. Okay, Fantasia. Okay. If you think you got to keep on taking losses because there's going to be a guaranteed win at the end, enslavement. So, 128, 2025. Potentially distracted by what's already tricking and controlling you. 128 presents a 1010 function. 128 2025 produces 1010, which I call source code. It is your core traumatic programming. It's not just your traumas like, man, I'm traumatized. This is that deep-rooted shit on why you're traumatized, not just acting out the trauma. This is what's sitting up under the traumas. Hold us to you all. So 128 2025, where you are potentially distracted by what's already tricking and controlling you. There's multiplicity there. Your traumas at the inner core is what's tricking and guiding you. But now what you are allowing yourself to find safety in this more tangible realm. Belief, faith, inactivity, yada, 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 all that other shit. What you keep investing in that already got you distracted ain't gonna do nothing but keep you in line. Keep you in line. Oh shit, there go that snake again. There go that snake again. See, you trying to put your knee on the neck of that snake, trying to stay on top of knowledge, but knowledge on top of you, and got your ass. They finna do something to my video because I just watched it pause. Either somebody just reported me or it's getting ready to go out. So 128, where you are potentially distracted by what's already tricking and controlling you because your core traumas are basically keeping you locked in. You're already in the victim mindset. And holy shit, if on Tuesday I'm already in the victim mindset, I might want to go back on Monday and figure out why and where I keep taking losses. Because where and why I keep taking losses might mean it's already stole all my energy. If you don't understand anything about a Djinn, I'm sorry for you. A Djinn, a genie, one of the most powerful creatures. Yeah, they getting ready to do something to me. One of the most powerful creatures in the metaphysical realms, but not powerful enough to set itself free from the experience. This ain't just some Aladdin bullshit or some Alibaba and the 40 Thieves and all that other shit. This is, the motherfuckers can present options for a lot of power, but they still gonna be bound to that experience. So, as a people, too many people are taking losses because they're bound to the experience. But then when the experience does not let them out, then they want to cry victim. See the analogy I gave you. You in a relationship, you've already found out everything you need to know, but you don't give yourself enough space to do something different, so you keep taking losses, staying in the same. America, excuse me, planet Earth, still doing the same shit, waiting on something different. What do we call that? Definition of insanity. Only if you understood the Sufi water folktale, the motherfuckers that think they sane might be the motherfuckers that's crazy. Oops. So, going on to 1/29/2025, potentially stabilized by control. Escape ain't even on the menu. Again, you're already bound to an experience that ain't gonna do nothing but keep on teaching you victimology. So much to the point to where you're victimized within your experience so much that getting out of the experience ain't really the goal right now. I just want the experience to stop being so heavy on me. You gotta make that make sense. I'm getting my ass beat. There's 5 people jumping me. I just wish this motherfucker would quit kicking me in my side. See, it's okay that I'm getting my ass beat. Just don't beat me so viciously. You ain't trying to get free. You just want better conditions in your situation. So 129, potentially stabilized by control. Escape ain't even on the menu. You just want safe conditions in the trap. That, again, is a lot of people. You don't want to do anything to produce change because you think producing change might change the conditions. Stockholm Syndrome. You don't want to change the conditions, cognitive dissonance, indoctrination. You don't want to change the conditions. You don't want that level of accountability and responsibility. You just want the conditions to change for you. Lazy man syndrome. Lazy man syndrome. Holy shit. You see the shit, Ifa, Oren Mila. I see everything I need to see, but I still keep sacrificing my energy. Holy shit. You hung up then. You hung up. If I can see what's coming ahead, but I don't do anything different to try and produce a change, and I just keep on taking it how I come, 1, 2, you just got knocked the fuck out, Hoss. You sacrificed yourself. If I know what's ahead and what's ahead ain't gonna work out for me, and I still keep showing up, did it to myself. So on 129, which again will be Wednesday, the Hangman. Sacrifice. If you keep giving your energy into things, people, and places that have done nothing but hang you up, that's what the hangman is. The motherfucker's hung up. Stop worrying about why the noose, how tight the noose is around your neck. Figure out why that motherfucker's there in the first place. Were you somewhere where you weren't supposed to be? And now you're trying to change the conditions when you didn't have enough awareness to quit showing up? You gotta let your life tell your tale. So on Wednesday, quit showing up for shit shows and then wondering why you ain't got no more energy. But that'll play out on 130. 1/30/2025, you are potentially succumbing to what already got you under control. 129, you about to be a sacrifice. On 130, you potentially about to get killed. And this is energetically speaking. Potentially, you're going to succumb to whatever you keep giving your energy to, especially when it already told you, I'm going to use you. That fucking empathy. At the beginning of the reading, we was talking about empathy. That fucking empathy. Why? Because I've invested more into what's got my energy than to keeping the energy for myself. Mermaids swimming around the water, gonna need help. Mermaids swimming in the water, in their element, leave them alone. You might catch a bad one. 26. 2. I'm connected to 6. My traumas. But holy shit, what's 2 plus 6? 8. You struggling. So on 130, where you are potentially succumbing to what's controlling you, it's that fucking empathy. Empathy. E. Energy. M. Movement. Path, the journey. Why? You. Energy moved into a path because you're trying to find you. Make that make sense. Hey, baby, I'll be back later. Where you going? I'm going to find myself. Motherfucker, you already you. Get your ass back in this house. This is what my wife would tell me. You see what I'm saying? But not y'all. I see. I need to find me because I need a safe space because I made dumbass decisions and invested in this relationship. But even though it was a dumbass decision at the time, but now it's presented itself as a dumbass decision. So now I'm a dumbass too, and I think I'm gonna need to go find a new space to be me. No, I made some dumbass decisions. I invested in something, and now it's shown me everything I need to see. But guess what? Everything that I needed to see wasn't what I wanted to see. So now I have the opportunity and awareness to readjust my choices. Nah, I've been abstinent for 13 years. Do what you do, though. But you motherfuckers got shit backwards. Sorry for you. If it works out for you, it ain't working out for you. Keep doing it. 130. You too invested and connected to what's got you pulled apart because you didn't have enough awareness to hold yourself together. Sorry. So from there you go to 131, 2025. Potentially pulled apart by what's guiding you, but too many perspectives and not enough stillness. Basically everything I just said. If you got too much perspectives on everything that's going on around you, when potentially everything going on around you is there to keep you paying more attention to it. You motherfuckers like to say that this shit all the time. Everything is a distraction. And then the first thing you gotta do is try and make a fucking dramatic chart for why it's a distraction. Holy shit, it's a distraction. You just gave it your energy. It won. Now you invested because, holy shit, I think I know what it is, and I'm gonna keep giving my energy until I see it. Everything that's right here. You're gonna keep taking losses because you don't understand victimology is every time you sacrifice and move your path, trying to find you in something that's clearly designed to pull you apart. So on 131, you're going to be potentially pulled apart by what's guiding you. Your need to know, collectively, we have a bunch of third graders trying to figure out trigonometry. Resonance only, and you got to let your life tell your tale. We have a bunch of people out here with third grade level mentality when it comes to common sense, out here trying to figure out fucking trigonometry level shit. And it ain't that it's complicated, it's just not on your level because you don't know how to critically think and you're too easily fucking led astray. So on 131, where you just keep on potentially letting things lead you astray and pulling you apart. Hello, trickery. Hello, SU. That's the whole issue. Hello, fool. Your free will to keep crossing all these roads and thinking that you're going in the right direction, you are. If you are on 19 different paths, you're in the right direction. Just might not be the right direction for you, but you're in the right direction for everything that's getting your fucking energy. Sit your punk ass down and be still. Invest in that which is invested in you until you don't see a need to invest in it. The name of this game is your energy. Don't know how to tell you people that any fucking different. The name of this game is your energy. Only give it to things that bear your reciprocity, not just the shit that you want to see. Why? Because somebody done put a fucking thought in your head and told you that you have to have it. So, 131, you become your own issue because you tricked yourself into giving your will freely. Fool card energy. Which will take us into February 1st. The whole month long with January, that 1 has been showing us the potential. It's been showing us your magic. It's been showing us your alchemy. The whole month long of February, the 2 is going to show you where you're connected. It's going to show you where you're projecting. It's going to show you your reflection. It's also going to show you your fears. But a lot of people don't really know how to process fears, so I try to stay away from that. But it's going to show you where you allow things to put you in duality, which is a fear. The need to be tore apart means there are fear. There's an innate fear of holding yourself together. The need to keep processing yourself in separation means that you have not learned enough about yourself to hold yourself in oneness. Let your life tell your tale. You've already fallen for the divine trick. Separation. 2/1/2025. Connected to potential trickery. That is the same thing as having trust without faith in yourself, which is going to leave you enslaved to trusting others. I trust you. I trust you. Urgently trying to find somebody to seal the leak, but where's the leak at? What about the Kundalini? Just another format of your self being processed from the aspect of separation, trying to figure out how to activate energy centers that have already been assessed and processed in separation so that you can learn to hold yourself together. Why you got to process yourself in separation? Unless that's just what you've been taught. 2/1/2025, connected to potentially what's already got you tricked and holy shit. Urgently trying to find a way to seal the leak. Everything that we just got to talk about. Urgently trying to seal the leak by trying to find a way to activate the pieces that were taught and given to you in a format to keep you processing shit in separation. Make it make sense. If I keep looking at everything in the format of separation, when I'm met with something that only processes in the aspects of wholeness, it won't sound right. It'll sound like a challenge. Obanani, cut her ear off. What happens when you cut your ear off? You can't hear shit. You can't hear shit. Now, if I can't hear shit, I can only resort to what I thought I knew. How do you keep somebody deaf or in deaf? Take away their ability to either learn or unlearn, or more commonly now, give them too much to learn, which means they'll helplessly pull themselves apart trying to find something better. It's a common thing. It's been going on for a long time. It's only getting worse now because instead of doing something different and stop expecting from the same, we're expecting to find something different from the same motherfuckers that didn't show us enough. Make it make sense. Holy shit. 2/2/2025. I could have broke that code down, but you just heard me say 222. In my Heels numerology, my own personal number system, nobody else's, mine. 222, 3 numbers in a row, means I'm trapped in reflection. 3-2 says I am trapped in the reflection of what I keep seeing. But if all I keep seeing is my light and separation that has now produced a reflection, and the reflections have now produced a shadow, at what point did I see me? That lost some of you. Your shadows are not you. Your shadows are where you've already lost your light. Your light is not you. Your light is where you already lost yourself. You motherfuckers are only trying to find yourself where you already lost yourself, where you already lost yourself, where you only keep trying to find yourself by boxing in the pieces. Shh, you take your time with that one. You take your time with that one. Keep trying to find yourself where you already lost yourself, and now you only see the reflection of where you lost yourself and the results of where you keep choosing to lose yourself. But that's going to help you find you. 2/2/2025, connected to the reflections that guide. Keep being guided by your shadows, and you can kiss your light goodbye. You don't have a chance to talk to me about source. You are only the devil card, helping yourself. 1/5, potentially moving, trying to find yourself. But if I'm moving, trying to find myself, good luck. Good luck. Order a pizza and give them your address, but then move before it get there. That's what some of y'all are doing. Spiritually, you out here trying to find yourself, but as soon as you find yourself, you too busily and easily moved on to the next thing, that what you found is not even going to be able to help you to make sense of yourself because you're further along on your journey. You're your own devil. 1, 5, 6. You keep being found everywhere, and if you are found everywhere, you are nowhere. If you are in everything and everything is not in you, or conversely, contrarian speak, if everything is in you, you're a fucking infection. You're an infection. Some of y'all may not know who Anubis is or the Anubis function and things like that, but there's a analogy in the Comedics and the Egyptology that when you get to the end of your journey, you meet Anubis and he weighs your heart on the scale against the feather of my eye and the 42 lives in my eye. Shut up, please. Really. Shh. Y'all take anything and run with it and don't have a fucking understand what y'all talking about. So you're supposed to get to Anubis and you're supposed to be light as a feather, but you done held on to all this shit you think you know. Some of y'all are so fucking heavy, you can't move. Damn. Back on the farm, you'd feed that pig so he gets so fat that he'll be nice enough to feed me. Some of y'all don't even fucking get that. Energetically, we are a food source of thoughts, and the best way to keep them thoughts thinking is to keep giving them stuff to think and make sure that the stuff that they think won't teach them what they need to know. It'll only teach them more perspectives and more choices to keep choosing. And then nowhere in that equation did they learn to choose themselves. Why? Too busy taking losses, too far in the victim's mindset, too quick to sacrifice themselves. Why? Because they are too empathic about the shit around them that they keep on using their free will to urgently keep drowning themselves while expecting somebody else to save them. But the same thing that is saving them is the same thing that is harming them. They are the devil card, advocating for their adversity. If you advocate for your adversity, you don't need a master. You don't really need a slave. All you got is a fool. 127 to 2025. 6, 8, 14, 5, 8, 8, 16, 21, 27. Oh, wow. Add the numbers, it comes to 27. What we start with, the Leviathan, the 27. The connection to who you think you are is really just a delusion. This is not who you are. This is just a result of your choices. The results of your choices are your traumas. The motherfucker that chose is the trauma. The results of what you create as an experience just becomes the trauma you can play through. That motherfucker that will not ever choose themselves and keep choosing everything else, that's the issue. At some point, you have to learn to choose you and quit trying to find something else to help you unlearn what you've already chose. Just realize that it was foolish to choose anything other than myself. Even when my programming is telling me I got to keep doing the same. Maybe you need to check the programming. If it is hard for you to think any other format other than what you have been beaten into, mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, spiritually, any other fucking lead you want to bring to the table, if it is hard for you to think outside of any format that you thought that you knew, yet that what you thought you knew has not shown you what you want to see, hey fool, wholeness.